Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. You've got a phone, right? Then you should be playing Raid Shadow Legends, or you're missing out. Raid has over 650 unique champions, and billions of ways to customize them and build them up. A helpful hint to get the most out of your characters is to get them to level 60 as soon as possible. With stronger champions, you can get through campaigns and dungeons with ease and level up the rest of your team. This February and March, love is in the air, even in the world of Raid. New players can enjoy a special Valentine's Day themed adventure with the Raid Love Quest. All you need to do to get involved is download Raid Shadow Legends from the link below, copy your in-game player ID, and then head to raidlovequest.plarium.com and set out for this heartfelt quest running from February 14th to March 14th. Play one of the Valentine's themed mini-games for a chance to win some fantastic in-game and real-life prizes, including Valentine's Day themed raid champions and even Amazon gift cards worth up to $1,000. And if you haven't started playing Raid yet, click our link in our description or scan the QR code here on the screen and you'll get unique bonuses worth up to $35, including free epic champion Jotun and other useful stuff. So with all that, there's no reason not to jump into the world of Raid and join in on all the fun. Hey everyone, Nick here and welcome back to GamerJoob, and welcome back to our Five Nights at Freddy's / Poppy Playtime character concept series. So in today's video, the character we're looking into is the Poppy Animatronic. So we're going to her location, backstory, gameplay mechanics, and all that good stuff as well. As always, I will just state that everything I say in these videos isn't necessarily linked to the overall universe and lore of Fnaf or Poppy Playtime. This is just a fun what if scenario and a cool creepy character we get to make, and we hope you enjoy. And lastly, do be sure to subscribe to GamerJoob as it helps out a lot and it's greatly appreciated. It also keeps you up to date with the videos that we post. And do be sure to leave a like on this video as it lets us know you're enjoying the content and that we should make some more. Alrighty, well, let's get to the character concept of the Poppy Animatronic. So previously in our Fnaf / Poppy Playtime character concept series, we've looked into Poppy's Pizzeria, a special Playtime co-pizzeria themed around all their famous toys. So far, the animatronic characters that we've seen have been Huggy Wuggy, Mummy Longlegs, and Boxy Boo. Each of these characters have their own tragic backstory and reasons for stalking down the Night Guard. Night after night, our Night Guard character, Chris, has done their best to survive. But now he comes up against a brand new character at the pizzeria. And this character in particular happens to be the most popular one of all. So the next character we're introducing to Poppy's Pizzeria is Poppy herself. So, hence the name with the pizzeria, Poppy is the main mascot. She was considered to be the most popular character at the pizzeria, and this definitely showed when it came to her sales and all of her merch. So, Poppy, like all the other characters, was designed after her toy counterpart. She was given her signature blue dress, big blue eyes, and of course, her bright red hair. A neat little feature that the engineers included inside of Poppy's head was that it would let out a mist that was scented like poppy flowers periodically throughout the day. This was a nod to the original doll, whose hair smelled the same as the flower. And to be honest, the scent of Poppy's was much nicer than the smell of greasy pizza and sticky soda-soaked floors. So it would be a surprise to many that Poppy herself doesn't perform up on stage. Instead, she was one of the main characters that walked the floor and greeted all the guests. As the guests entered, she'd be there to say hello, and later in the day she would walk around the party area. All the guests would love taking photos with Poppy as she walked around. As happy as Poppy made all the guests, she herself didn't feel too happy. When someone is sad, normally they feel like a piece of them is missing. But in Poppy's case, she felt that she had an extra piece, like something was weighing down on her robotic chest. She couldn't explain it. And in a sense, she wasn't wrong about that extra piece. Like we stated in the last videos, each of the animatronic characters at the pizzeria have a bonded toy version of themselves integrated with their endoskeleton. This was a strange request from Playtime Co directly, but as weird as it sounds, the company said it was crucial to have these bonded toys with the animatronics at all times. So Fazbear Entertainment didn't ask any questions and just went along with it. For the most part, pretty much all the animatronics didn't even realise it was there. But when it came to Poppy, she could feel it. It was almost like the doll version of herself was calling out to her, like it wanted to escape, like it yearned to be free. As the days went on, Poppy would go about her day. She would greet the guests and walk around the main party area as usual. Throughout the day, the extra piece of Poppy didn't bother her so much. It was when the day became night that it became a real problem. Poppy knew there was something inside of her chest. Night after night, the extra piece started to change Poppy. There was even times when Poppy would blank out and not remember anything from the previous night. As this went on, it drove the Poppy Animatronic insane. Something needed to be done. She couldn't keep feeling this way. The thing inside of her chest had to come out. So one night, Poppy decided to do something about it. She broke into the repair room and prepared to do what needed to be done. But she wouldn't be getting much done with these hands looking like this. She needed something a little more sharp. So she tore off the material from her hands to reveal the sharp metal fingertips underneath. That was more like it. Now it's time to remove the extra piece of Poppy. When all was said and done, Poppy caused a great deal of damage to her body. She had a large tear in her chest with multiple wires hanging out. One of her pigtails fell off, and messing around with the internal wiring caused her eyeball to dislodge out of her socket. But in the end, it was all worth it. She felt so much better. A literal weight has been lifted off her chest. So she finally got a good look at what was inside. It looks just like her. Almost a miniature version of her robotic self. Or was she a robotic version of this little Poppy doll? Regardless, Poppy felt so much better now. But now that the doll was free, a strange sensation came over Poppy. She sprouted razor-sharp teeth and felt a much darker presence come over her. She liked this feeling. She thought this was a feeling everyone should have. Everyone is missing out on such an amazing sensation, and all they need to do is rip out what's inside their chest. One person in particular could really use this, and that was the Night Guard. As of late, he's been looking really down, and removing what was in his chest would cheer him right up. So Poppy made it her goal to fix the Night Guard and cheer him up. But who knows if this was really her doing this, or was it something else taking over her? So as Chris the Night Guard started his shift, Poppy would wait for the perfect time to head down to the security office and fix him. So now let's get into the gameplay segment of the video. As always, the gameplay loop is based on the classic Fnaf formula of observation and management. Poppy's starting position would always be in the main party area. She would make her move at around 2 or 3 AM. So Poppy would appear at the left hand door. The player needs to close it immediately as soon as they see her. Another way that the player could know when Poppy is near is by looking out for the scented mist that Poppy would emit. Whenever the player sees this, they would need to be on high alert. Another attempt that Poppy would make to enter the office would be faking out the player. The player may think that Poppy is gone, but she would be waiting right next to the side of the door and would make a second attempt. On rare occasions at the right hand side door, there would only be the Poppy doll standing there. The player has to look away and wait for her to go away. If they stare at the Poppy doll for too long, it would end in an immediate game over. The player needs to keep up with all these attempts, or else they'll be greeted with a classic Fnaf / Poppy Playtime jump scare. So I think that Poppy would be a great addition to the roster of characters. I think that it's definitely interesting to see an animatronic version of this character. And it's also creepy to see a much darker side to this beloved character as well. But as to who the next character will be, we'll just have to wait and see. Alrighty everyone, well that's all we have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider leaving a like, commenting and subscribing, as it helps out a lot and it's greatly appreciated. Once again, a very big thank you for Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video, and also let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the Poppy Animatronic and what you'd like to see going forward. Alrighty everyone, well, to the next video, I'll catch you later, bye.